Hi guys, welcome to another English class. This is the level B1 and I'm Miss Jimena. Welcome guys. Now tell me please, what did we do the last session? What did we check? Yes, we talk about travel words, right? Well, today we are going to do the reading part. So for this reason, I would like you to have with you your student's book and open it on pages 82 and 83. Okay? Let's go to the pages. Well, we are here. Now to get started, we need to do the exercise number 1, that is the power up. Okay? Let's go. Well, tell me what things are important to you when you go on holiday and why? Put these factors in order of importance. 1 is the most important for you and 6 is the least important. For example, in my case, I think that the place is the number 1. Okay? The number 2 is the accommodation. The number 3 for me could be the weather. The number 4, the people. Number 5, the activities to do there. And finally, the journey. So tell me, what about you? Let's check the sample answer. For example, for me, the place is the most important thing because it needs to be somewhere interesting with things you can do. So what about you? Well, let's go back to the page. Okay, we are here again. And let's do the read on part and the exercise number 2. Are you ready? Here we are. Now, working pairs. Well, this time we are going to work all together. Look at the photo and discuss the questions. So look at the photo and think about it. What is that? What kind of mean of transportation is it? What is in the background? Okay, now let's answer the questions. The number 1, what kind of transport is this? Number 2, which do you think is the most convenient way to get around a big city? And 3, which types of transport have you tried? Let's check the sample answers. For example, in the number 1, this is the Emirates Airline cable car which crosses the River Thames in London to and from the O2 Arena, the white dome in the photo. Okay? Let's check the other question. The metro is the most convenient way to get around the city because it's fast. There is no traffic to make it slow. Yes, the underground. And the last. I have tried bus, metro, train, taxi, coach, bike, and boat. I have also been on a plane and in a helicopter. What about you guys? We are back here. Now, let's do the exercise number 3, okay? Well, the young people in the text are visiting a city for the day. Read what each one says about their day. Who has visited the city before? Now, let's read the text about a day in London, okay? Well, let's read it all together. A day in London. Number 1. Mala is excited about her first trip to the city, but she wants to know how people live there. She likes visiting places and discovering things on her own and in her own time. Number 2. Dan and Sophie are going around Britain. They have only a day in the city, so they want to go to as many places as possible and would like someone well qualified to show them round. Number 3. Krista has been to the city before, so she has seen the center. She is interested in history and would like to get a wider view of the city in a way that is modern and different. Krista has been to the city before, right? Number 4. Carlos has never been to the city before, but he would like to see it slowly and get an unusual view of it. He also wants to see what the city looks like after dark. Number 5. Rupa wants to get to know the center of the city slowly and to see the real life as she goes along, as well as having some time to explore the things she's interested in. Okay, let's go back to the task. Well, guys, tell me, who has visited the city before? I gave you a clue. Who has visited the city before? Let's check the answer. Yes, Krista has been to London before. Great, guys. Well, we are back here and it's time to do the exercise number 4, okay? So you have to read the article on page 83 quickly, okay? Which tour would you like to go on? So, first of all, remember that I always tell you that before doing a reading, we need to check or we need to look at the images, the title, in this case, the subtitle, and so on, okay? And the activity is to read the text quickly. So this is a reading technique that is skimming. Okay, so we do this technique in order to get a general overview. Okay, so when you do this activity, some words or phrases came to you. Okay, so you need to pause the video and do this activity. Read the text quickly. Ready? Okay, let's do the exercise number 5. Read the exam tip and complete the task. Let's go to the exam tip. Well, here we are. Now, the exam tip is multiple matching. For example, if two texts seem to be a good match for a person, keep reading until you find something which means that one is not correct. Okay? Let's read it again. If two texts seem to be a good match for a person, keep reading until you find something which means that one is not correct. Okay? Now the task is, read description 1 from exercise 3 again about Mala. What does she want? Find 3 things that are important for her. 3 things that are important for her. Which is the only city tour text which matches all 3 things? Let's do this. Well, let's read the information about Mala first, okay? Let's do this. Mala is excited about her first trip to the city, but she wants to know how people live there. She likes visiting places and discovering things on her own and in her own time, okay? Well, now tell me which are the 3 things that are important for Mala. Let's check it. Yes, Mala wants to discover how people live there, be on her own, and do things in her own time. For example, in a slow pace. Okay, so walking so slow. Now, we need to find which is the only city tour text which matches all 3 things for Mala. Okay, let's go to the page 83 and read the tours. Okay, guys, help me to read. The first tour is Tony's Tours. Join one of these tours and you will get to see some amazing views of the city and the river. You will travel on a cable car which has all the latest entertainment technology, including music and information videos. Allow about half an hour as we take you slowly across the river to see the oldest parts of the city and the sea. Okay? So this is in a cable car. ABC Travel. If you want to see the real streets, then try our pedicab tours. Our driver will take you around on our special bicycles that have seats on the back. It's a gentle way to get to know the very heart of the city, and you can stop off where you want and sightsee. We will wait for you. Now, the Best Tours Ltd. The metro is huge and covers a very wide area of the city and even areas outside. Our tours include a guide who is very experienced and can take you to parts of the city where tourists don't normally go. Our price includes your ticket for 1 day and the opportunity to visit 3 different places. AboutTownTours.com. Our tour tickets use the famous city buses, the double-decker buses. The big advantage is that you can see all the sights as you travel. You choose your own tour for 1 day or a week. And remember, you can jump on and jump off where you want and simply catch the next bus. Smith & Co. Tours. Our river bus is the oldest form of transport in the city. It's not the quickest way to travel, but it is unique and very relaxed, and you can get some of the best views in the city without the traffic. We have a cafe on board with drinks and refreshments, and you can also see the city by night. First class travel. Our tours allow you to hire a cycle and we give you small interactive maps and an app guide for the main sites. You can go at your own pace and stop off where you want. It's a great way to visit the parks or ride along by the river as long as you are comfortable cycling in the traffic. CBD sites. Why not tour the city like a resident? Walking means you avoid the traffic and get to know the city really well. Sign up and you will get our special map, and an app gives you all the information you need. You listen to the information about the sites on your phone, so it's like having a private tour guide. And finally, Sharps Tours. If you are feeling fit, you might want to try a Seaway. You can hire this individually, but you can also join a tour group with a guide to take you around the city. It is a great way to get about if you have enough time. We do ask you do a short training course with us. Okay, guys, we have already read the article. Now let's go back to the task, okay, in exercise number 5. Okay, now let me, which is the only city tour text which matches all the 3 things about Nala. Let's check the answer. Text B, D, E, and F could be individual tours. Texts B and F are at a slow pace. Only text G offers the opportunity to tour the city like a resident, which matches how people live there. Okay? Great. Well, now guys, let's do the exercise number 6. But first of all, I would like you to remember you that when we have this symbol, the E symbol, this is a kind of activities or kind of exercises that are in our certifications, okay? In our exam certifications. So in this kind of activities, you need to focus on and to think about all the possible answers, okay? Let's do this. Okay, guys. So read the article again and decide which city tour A to H could be the most suitable for the people from exercise 3, 1 to 5. So you need to pause the video and do the task. Okay? I think that you have already finished. Now let's check your answers. Okay, for number 1, it's the letter G. Okay? Number 2, C. Number 3, A. Number 4, E. And number 5, B. Great, guys. That means that for Nala, the best one is walking. For Dan and Sophie, by underground. For Krista, the cable car. For Carlos, the river bus. And for Rupa, the pedicab. Great! We are back. And now it's time to do the exercise number 7. Okay? Let's go. Okay, now we have to find phrasal verbs in the text that have these meanings. Okay? So you need to check the phrasal verb that it's about get on and it's on text B. Get off as well is in text D. Visit for a short time in text F. Book in text G. Travel around in text H. So pause the video please and do the task. Ready? Let's check your answers. So a phrasal verb that means get on is jump on. Jump on. So for get off, jump off. The opposite. For visit for a short time, stop off. Book, sign up, and travel around, get about. Great, guys. Well, we are back. Now let's do the sum up activity, okay? So in the sum up activity, you need to work in pairs. Well, we need to work all together and decide on one advantage and one disadvantage of each tour. Okay, so you need to check one advantage of these ones and one disadvantage. Okay, let's do this. Well, let's check the advantage of Tony's tour, the cable car. Which are the advantage and the disadvantage of this? For example, it's amazing and different views, but it's quite long, right? Now, let's check about the pedicab one. Stop off wherever you want. This is an advantage. Driver will wait, but it's quite slow. About the underground. Experienced guide and unusual places, but only visit 3 places. Letter D. This is about the double-decker buses, okay? And get on and off whenever you want, but you have to wait for the next bus. Let's continue about the river bus. See great views without any traffic, but it's quite slow. By bike. Choose the speed of travel and where to go, but need to be a confident cyclist. And this is when you walk, okay? See the city as a resident does and decide where to go. But it's slow and won't see a lot. And finally, this is the seaway. There is a guide, but need to learn how to use a seaway. Might not be easy. Have you tried the seaway? Well, it's time to do the speak up part. Well, in this case, when we are in the classroom, we do this kind of activities face to face, right? But now it's kind of impossible that we could do this activity with all your partners. But you can do this activity with your mom, with your dad, sister, brother, any person who is so near you. Okay? So let's do the speak up part, and it's the exercise number 9. It's the last exercise. Well, we are doing a survey, okay? And we need to follow these steps. The first step, find out which type of travel the other students in your group would like to use in a city and why. So you can ask this to your mom, dad, okay? Number 2, organize the results of your survey. Number 3, look at your results. Which type of travel is the most popular in your group, maybe in your family, and why? Okay? And we need to compare the results, but when we go back to the school, we can compare the results. Okay? But here we have a sample answer to guide you. For example, I think that the bus is the best way to get around the city because it's usually quite cheap and you can see things when you go past. You can do this on the underground and taxis are expensive. Okay? Yes, taxis in London are so expensive and the underground I think that it's the best way, but yes, it's underground so you can see lot of things. Okay? Well, guys, we have already finished with the student's book, okay? But you need to do a task, okay? So you need to go to your workbook on pages 58 and 59 and do and solve the pages, okay? So, well, it's the end of the class. I hope you have enjoyed the class. And remember, please, that at the top of all the pages, the student's book and the workbook pages, you need to write your name and the date. Okay? After that, you have to take a screenshot of the 4 pages and send them to my email. Okay? Great. Well, guys, it's time to say goodbye. Please stay home, stay safe. Remember that the best way to stay healthy is staying home, okay? So I really miss you. I send you lots of kisses and lots of hugs, of virtual hugs, okay? So enjoy these days and see you the next time, guys. Bye bye.